Okay, this is going to be the process of how I finish off a drawing that I'm working on. This is the pencil version. It is it's drawn pretty lightly. I don't really dig down and make really black marks with my pencil. I'm really just indicating, kind of working the shapes, making sure everything comes out in proportion and is properly drawn. Things like if I needed perspective or symmetry, I'm just making sure that those things come out right in the pencil stage. I am penciling with 2H pencil. It's hard enough to not wear down so much while I'm drawing. Plus, it's soft enough that I don't have to really dig into the paper to make a mark on it. So this is the pencil stage, and I might make changes too as I go through it. See that really deep scar on her arm? It looks like she was bitten by a shark. I might minimize that a little bit because I wanted to push it to a little bit of make it a little more extreme. But I guess I don't know, it's bothering me. I don't like it that deep. So, little changes are going to happen as the inking process continues, and now I'm ready to start that. I like to start inking with objects closer to the front of the picture plane and larger shapes overall. This can give me a quicker evaluation of how things are going. I use these ink liners a lot now. Some of this is due to the unreliability of paper quality. I use so many different kinds of paper and they all absorb ink differently, some good and some not so good. I find that good ink liners work well for me across a wide variety of paper types. You can see I've outlined the hands, sword, and the object closest to the front. This way I've isolated them. I turn the paper while inking. This helps to use the natural arc I make with the pen to draw longer, more accurate lines. Some people tape their paper down, but I feel I get better results this way. I find it hard to work on a taped down piece of paper. This helps to create controllable order in the picture. The scrap paper on the side keeps me from smudging the art. I'm turning the paper to get the most versatile angle to draw the long outlines of her legs and hips. I'm wearing a compressor to reduce the strain on my wrist, which happens from time to time. Most of the large, major lines are addressed now. They usually end up being the thickest. As I start defining secondary objects, my line work gets a bit thinner. This lets the thicker lines dominate as the main shape creators. I'm also using a plastic template called a French curve to give me smoother lines when I need them. At this point, I've completed most of the major broad outlines with ink. I'll be switching to pens that make thinner lines from here on. I try to work and alternate on overall sections of the drawing instead of finishing one area at a time. By getting a sense of the whole picture early, I gain a better control of the results. This is a good stage to start giving a little volume and weight to the objects. I start by making certain lines thicker on the bottom than on the top. This simulates the look a three-dimensional object might have. I'll add what I call a fake shadow to her tunic to separate one shape from another. Using much thinner pens when adding detail. A texture is a great tool to use in drawing. I use it a lot on weapons and metal objects. Pits, scratches, and uneven line work help sell the idea that these are heavy, solid, well-used weapons. Different textures help separate objects in a drawing, and it's one of the few tools available to use in ink black and white drawing. You can see me outlining areas to fill in solid black later. I used to ink these in single strokes with a brush. Sometimes I still do, but I enjoy the faster drying times of these art pens. I just form the pencil strokes in the shape of a brushed line first. On a better quality paper, I could have done these strokes faster with a brush. But these days I'm more committed to inking with pens and I just get into the groove. Going into the background, I lightened the pen strokes to visually push things back. Completing the face and hair. Now I'm using a Japanese cartridge brush to fill in large black areas. Lightly erasing leftover pencil lines is the last step. Here's the image after scanning and cleaning up in the image editing program Krita, which I use. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my subscribers and a special welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy and appreciate that you enjoy hearing about my work, and I hope you can come back for more. Remember, joining me on Patreon helps me create the content you enjoy.